Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Omar. Um, Today, hope you're all doing great. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about losing weight when you're making that cut, when you want to get a lean look. And I'm going to, just keep it real with you. You see the people that have achieved it, and you see their physique. It's impressive, right? When you see somebody, a guy with a six-pack or a girl, that has a nice figure, right? They worked for that. But the thing about making the cut, about getting lean, is it's not going to be easy. You got to understand, all of us have been guilty of this. We all have had, our moments where we eat a lot of things, a lot of foods that we shouldn't be eating, and we gain a lot of weight. I think we all have experienced that. When you're making a cut, when you're changing the way you eat, you have to consume less calories and burn more. When that happens, at the beginning, it's going to be very difficult. And the reason why it becomes tough is because you have to change your mindset. I see people that they do diets, seen it so many times happen. They try to do all these different kind of diets, and it's a lot of a 90-day plan, a 60-day plan, a 30-day plan. Oh, in the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. And it's like, yo, that's insane. You have to be patient with this. If you're gonna do it the right way, it's gonna take time. You're gonna feel hunger pains. If you're used to doing things your way, and now you're trying to achieve a goal, then that's gonna take a change of lifestyle with your nutrition. That means you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of junk that you have in your home. A lot of those foods, you gotta get rid of them. And you gotta start buying the right stuff. You gotta prep your meals. I already have a plan, so I know exactly what I'm gonna eat. There's people that will agree and disagree with this. I actually have cheat days. Now, how do I do it is I make sure that I save room as far as calories so that I can pull that off. And like I told you, I don't starve. I'm not starving myself. I'm not putting myself in a situation where I'm hurting my health. No, that's not the way to do it. There's people that they starve themselves, they get weak, and yeah, when you're doing this thing of getting lean, you're gonna feel lightheaded a little bit. You're gonna feel a little bit weak when you work out, when you weight train. But as time goes on, you're going to see the gains. You're gonna see the improvement. You're gonna see the change. But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not gonna happen quickly. But you will get there if you stick to the plan. And for that, it takes commitment. It takes commitment, and again, as I repeated earlier, it's not an easy process. It's not impossible, but it's not an easy process. It's gonna take time. So you have to make a decision. If you're gonna do this, you have to make the decision and understand that you're gonna have to change the way you think. People that are close to you, family members, friends, they're gonna start to look at you a little bit weird because you're not doing what they do. You see, now you're doing things differently. You're not living to eat. You're eating to live. You're doing things to improve yourself. And I want to make this clear. Sometimes we have this image, oh, we're gonna look like this when I reach this goal. Everybody is different. I stopped, fantasizing with trying to look like, this fitness model that I saw Everybody is different. What you're gonna do is you're gonna become a better version of yourself, and it's gonna help you in other areas. Applying this kind of discipline, it will help you in other areas of your life. So it's super cool. Again, be patient. Have patience. Give yourself time. And I think that most of us understand what we got to do. And also make sure too that you're taking your vitamins, because when you're making this cut, when you're shooting for a lean physique, you need to have strength. You're gonna need energy. But it's like I said, it's part of the process for you, to feel a little bit weak, a little bit lightheaded. Those things are gonna happen. You're gonna feel those hunger pains. And remember, you are changing the way you do things. You're changing. You're used to eating a certain way for most of your life. For most of my life, I was used to eating a lot of sugar, a lot of bread. And when I decided to make the change, now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm really hungry, late at night. No. You also have to get proper rest. If you're not resting properly, you're not going to have energy. You're going to be drowsy. You're going to be grouchy. You're going to be in a bad mood. So you have to make sure that you set boundaries and you just become disciplined with your rest. Make sure that you're getting proper rest. I, at one point, was not sleeping a lot, and I noticed that I was drowsy all the time, tired. And then I started to take control of that, and I'm like, okay, I need to sleep better. I need to rest better. And once I started to do that, I also started to see even some gains, even, with muscles. Your muscles, they actually grow when you rest. So there it is, my people. It's not going to be easy, but it's possible. So let's continue on this journey for those of us who made the decision that you want to get that lean physique. Remember, be patient, and it takes time. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. My people, stay blessed. Have a very, very blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.